The media busied itself this weekend with slandering some Army and Navy students, claiming that they were flashing a white power sign on national television. I don't know if you saw these headlines or not. Army and Navy students flashing white power. This has been the story of the weekend. White power signs from West Point cadets and Naval Academy midshipmen. Supposedly this happened during the broadcast of the Army-Navy game. Navy won 31-7, by the way. Here's, let me show you the footage of this dark and disturbing incident. Parental advisory warning, very, very disturbing stuff you're about to see, but watch this.
The two teams play each other. I mean, you ask anybody that's ever had to deal with a cadet to the midshipman on the football field, and they will tell you, up 4 or down 40, they play their guts out every single play until the clock strikes 0. Notre Dame, Michigan, Oklahoma, believe me, they all know if you're going to beat Army or Navy.
So you saw a couple of kids there making the okay gesture. The okay gesture is supposedly, this comes to us from the media, but it's supposedly now a white power sign. It's something that the white supremacists do. And so and we'll talk in a little bit about where this actually comes from, this idea that it's white power to make that symbol. And so these cadets were trying to promote white power on TV. That's what the media says. Now, just off the bat, okay, before we get into anything else, there should already be some red flags with this version of the story. And this is what I always do with these media, with a media hysteria, a media-led hysteria. My first thing is, putting that aside, when you hear this story, there should be, what should your immediate reaction be? You should be immediately skeptical. And in this case, you should be very suspicious of the media's claims because, for one thing, even if there were some racist students at these schools, why would they throw their education, careers, and reputations away forever just for the sake of making a hand gesture on TV? I mean, think about that. Let's go with the media's version of the story for a moment. These students are racist, white power sympathizers, skinheads, Klan members, whatever. And now they've decided to basically go on a suicide mission, destroying their lives in effect, in order to make a hand gesture. That's what we think is happening here. And there are multiple of them doing it. So is this some sort of coordinated thing where they all got together and said, hey, let's destroy our lives by making a white power symbol? It's not like you caught them in the act. It's not like this is secret footage that was released of these students flashing the forbidden sign, behind closed doors somewhere. And someone got in there and took had a hidden camera. No, it's not that. They did it themselves on TV because they knew they were on TV. So this was a collective and purposeful act of career and educational suicide? That's the theory? But we don't even need to get into that because we don't need to get into the theoretical analysis of this because we know the media's claims here are BS, because we know, or most of us know, the real reason why kids make that symbol. And if you don't know, then I honestly don't know what sort of childhood I feel sorry for you. If you don't know, when you see someone doing that, if you don't immediately know what they're doing, then I don't know what kind of childhood you lived. I feel bad for you. Those of us who had healthy and normal childhoods are very familiar with something called the circle game. If you're not familiar, then I'll let Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle explain it to you.
Oops, jerk. You looked. Ow!
We're doing this new thing called the circle game. Basically, if you can make the other guy look at your hand when you're doing this, below your waist, you get to hit them in the arm. It's stupid, but hey, you get to hit people. Barn door's open.
Huh?
Ah!
Boys.
Brief cameo there from Walter White. I don't know what he was doing at the dinner table, but in any case, that's the circle game. And that's it. You trick someone into looking at the circle that you make with your hand. And if they look, then you get to punch them. Thank you for tuning into the Daily Wire, one of the fastest growing conservative media outlets in the entire country. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and a subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our content.